Hello everyone, Scooty007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Today's game, we have the Kansas City Royals taking on the Detroit Tigers. Here's the starting lineup for the Kansas City Royals. Leading off, the center fielder, David DeJesus. Batting second, the second baseman, Mark Gruzel. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. Batting third, the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Batting fourth in cleanup, the right fielder, Jose Gillen. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Billy Butler. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Mark Tehen. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Russ Groud. Batting eighth, the catcher, John Buck. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Tony Penna. On the mound for the Detroit Tigers is Justin Verlander. 11 wins, 17 losses, 4.48 ERA, 201 innings pitched, 195 hits, 163 strikeouts, and 93 walks. We're here at Comerica Park. -1 to strikes and +1 to walks. Verlander is done with his opening tosses. His warm-up tosses. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway. 4-4. 11 for a strikeout. Nope. Too high for David. 6-5. And that's ground out to the first baseman. Gillen gets that easy out. One away. Mark now up. 1-3, that's a blank. 5-3, and that's a ground out to third base, 2 away. Alex now up, here's the pitch. 3-2, that's a strike, and struck him out looking. So 3 up, 3 down. Detroit retires Kansas City in order. Nothing across the board. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers. Leading off, the shortstop, Edgar Renteria. Batting second, the second baseman, Placido Polanco. Batting third, the designated hitter, Gary Sheffield. Batting fourth in cleanup, the right fielder, Miguel Ordonez. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Miguel Cabrera. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Carlos Gillen. Batting seventh, the center fielder, the catcher, Ivan Rodriguez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Joaquin Jones. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Brandon Inage. And on the mound for Kansas City is Gil Mechie. And his record was 14 wins, 11 losses, no saves, 3.98 ERA, 210.13 innings, 404 hits, 183 strikeouts, and 71 walks. All right, he's done with his opening tosses. Here's the first pitch to Edgar. And we're underway. 5, 4, 3. Struck him out. All right. Presidio now up. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Walk plus, and that is a walk. And they walked him. All right, next up, strategy rolls an 8. Strategy rolls an 8. Polanco on base. Here's the pitch. So no strategy on this roll here. 3-6. Possible error. 4-2. And that's going to go back to DeZeus, whose error rating is a 1-2. That's a 10. No error there. All right, so now we check for runner advancement. And on an S8, we roll. We have a 1 and a 4. That's a -1 from first to third. So he's a 2. So let's see. We check the roll of the second die. That's a 4. And the die roll is going to be greater than. Yep. Lead runner advances. If roll is higher, the trailing runner holds. So Presidio does advance, and we now have runners on the corners. They're going to bring the corners in. Hernandez now up. 15 on the strategy die, so nothing going on there. 6-6 range play. 2-4. And that's going to go back to Mark, whose rating is a 1-2. That's a 6. That failed. And that's going to score Presidio. And Sheffield's going to hold at second. And that's going to bring up Miguel Cabrera. Strategy rolls 11. Runners are going to hold. 1-5. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-3. And that is a fly out to left field. No, to center field. And that is, let's see, center field, we subtract 3 from the base running rating. 0 does not beat 2. So he's going to hold. 2 away, right? And if you're going back to normal depth, 7 on the strategy die. I'll hold on strat. 5-2. We go to Comerica Park. 1-4. And that is an out. Grounded back out to the catcher. Gets that and tosses it over to first base for an easy out. Tags him, really. Before he even leaves the batter's box. So, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. At the end of 1, it is Kansas City 0, the Detroit Tigers 1. Due up is Jose, Billy, and Mark for Kansas City. All right, here we go. Start of the second inning. 2-3. Strikeout result to 17. No. Jose, 2-5. That's a double. And Jose wings a double out into left field. Infield at double play depth. Strategy is a 6. Strategy rolls a 6. Nothing going on there. 5-5. That's a blank. 6-2. That is grounded out to first base. And ground out. Runners advance. On ball is hit to first, second, or back to the catcher. And Jose gets to, and we have a runner in scoring position. Infield going to double play depth. Strategies of 1, and that's going to bring up Mark Tehen. Tehen. 2-2. That's a double star, and that's a fly out to center field. So let's see here, a failed sacrifice roll. We're going to use the throw chart with only the BR and the outfielder arm. The outfielder arm is a -1, and that's a 0, so he's going to hold. No advancement there, 0. All right. 1. And if you're going to normal play, 5 on the strategy die. And that's going to bring up Ross Groud. 6-1 range play at Comerica Park. Here's the pitch. 2-4. That's going to go back to the right fielder. No, that's going to go back to the right fielder, whose range is a 1-2. That's a 2. That's success. And they leave one stranded. Kansas City leaves one stranded in scoring position. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It is Ivan Jones and Brandon due up for Detroit. All right, here we go. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Possible error on a ground ball. We have 2-5. Question mark 8. We go here to the question mark result. That's a 2. That is a single. No error there. DeJesus's error rating is at a 1-2. That's a 14. And it gets on base. Singled past center field. Singled out to the center field, gets on base. Strategy roll. That's a 12. No strategy. Who's going to hold? Here's the pitch. 4-2. Strikeout result to 20. Too high. 4-6. And that's popped out. That's an infield pop-up over there to the first baseman. 1 away. Hit and run. We have a 2. And if I remember correctly, hit and run goes by the bunt attempt. And that's a 4, so that's in range of that. And, yep, we have a bunt here of a 4. That's 2. So we're going to go for a hit and run. Now, hit and run. All ground double plays get a -2. Base runs get a +2. All home run and walks are halves. All right, the pitch is 5-3. That's a strikeout. That's a 14. We have a 9. Struck him out. But on that pitch, Ivan steals second. So runner is safe at second. We're going to check for a throwing error. And that is a throwing error by that. And Ivan Rodriguez on a throwing error goes to third. 17 on that. And Buck's error rating is on a 1-13. Two outs. Runner in scoring position. We go to the top of the order. Egger 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 2. 5-2 at the ballpark. 5-1. That's a single. Ivan scores. Edgar now on base. And that's going to bring Placidio. Strategy rolls a 15. Here's the pitch. 4-5. Strikeout result 9. Too high. 1-1. No, we don't. Because that was not a P. And that was lined out to the third baseman on that one. So no, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. It's not a earned run error. I don't believe on that. So, due up. So at the end of 2, it's Kansas nothing. Detroit 2. Detroit up by 2. It is John, Tony, and David due up. All right, here's the pitch from Verlander. 2-4 at the ballpark. We go to Comerica. 2-6. And that ball is flied out to right field. Ordonez gets that one away. Next up, Tony Penna. 4-5 blank. 4-1. And that is a double star. That is ground out to the third baseman. Gets that. Cabrera tosses it across the horn to the first baseman, Gillen, for an easy out. There, 2 out. Here's the pitch to David DeZeus, who we go to the top of the order, 0-1. 4-5. Strikeout result, the 5. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors for the Royals. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Gary, Hernandez, and Miguel due up for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. 3-4. That's a walk, and they walk Gary Sheffield, who was 1-for-1. And that's going to bring up Maguilo, 17 on the strategy. So they're going to hold off on Strutt for this pitch. 4-4. Walk chance 9 on a 12. They walk, and Gil walked. The last 2 batters up. Strategy rolls a 2. Miguel Cabrera, 0-for-1. 1-2. Home run result on an 8. That's a 17. That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is heading to the center field fan board, and that ball is out of here. Home run for Miguel Cabrera. A 3-run home run brings the Detroit Tigers up to 5. It is now 5-0 in favor of the Tigers. That's going to bring up Carlos Guillen, who's 0-for-1. 4-3. That's a blank. 6-2. And that's a ground out to the first baseman. Incidentally, I should mention here that Gil's pull rating is at 0. He can face 11 more batters. So that's going to bring up Ivan Rodriguez. 1-for-1. Has a run scored in this game, and we have one out. 3-1. That's a 12 on a strikeout. That's too high for Ivan. 1-5. And that is a single. Out there past the left, singled out there in the left field. Tenen cannot get it in time, and Ivan takes first. All right, we go to Joaquin Jones. Strategy rolls a 10. Here's the pitch. We're going to hold off on Strat. 2-3. Home run result on a 1-4. That's a 20. That's too high. 3-2. Double star 1. And that is a fly out to left field. 2 away. Infield staying at normal depth. 7 on the strategy die. Here's the pitch to Brandon. 5-3-7. Strikeout. The 7 in his range and struck him. And struck him out looking. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Detroit. It is 5-0 in favor of the Tigers. But as we know, no lead is safe in inside pitch. Due up for the Kansas City Royals, it is Mark, Alex, and Jose. Mark, 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. 3-3. 11 for the strikeout. Too high. 6-1. Double star 1, and that is a fly out to left field. 1 away. Alex Gordon now up 0-for-1. Struck out his last time up at bat. 3-2. And this time he gets hit by the pitch. Ooh. And he hobbles down there to first base. Strategy rolls a 7, and the umpire gives a warning out there to Verlander not to do it again, but we'll see what happens. 7 on the strategy die. 5-2, that is a question mark result. Right-handed batter takes first on a 1-2, that's a 4, nope. 1-1, double star 5, and then is a ground out to the shortstop. On a fielder's choice, that's a 6. So not ground double play, that's a 3. We have a 4 here for his base run rating. So he's gonna Alex advances, and the out is at first on that. So runner in scoring position, 2 outs, 12 on the strategy die. That's gonna bring up Billy Butler, who's 0-for-1. 2-2, that is a blank. 4-2, and then is a fly out there to center field. So, no run, nothing across the board for the Royals. No runs, no hits, no errors. It is Ager, Placidio, and Gary due up for the Tigers. Miguel can face 8 more batters before he's tired. Bottom of the 4th, 6-2, range play, 1-3. Penna's rating is a 1-3, that's a 6. And Egger gets on base. Strategy roll is an 11. Egger on first, so no strategy taking place right now. Here's the pitch. Infield going to double play depth. 3-5. Range play at Comerica Park. Here's the pitch. 5-2. That goes to second baseman to Mark. Mark's rating is a 1. That's a 3. That's going to fail. However, Edgar is going to hold at second. He advances to third on a 3 through 6. That's a 2. All right, strategy roll. 2. Nothing, no strategy there. Here's the pitch. 6-6. Range play. 1-1. That is a fly out to left field to 10. Range is a 3. And that is successful. 1 out. And Edgar gets the hold sign, so Edgar is not going to move. 1 out. Maglio up. Infield's still going to double play depth. Infield's gonna play normal. Infield gonna play normal. We got runners on first and second. 1 on the strategy die. Maglio. 4-2. Strikeout result of 4. That's in range and struck him out. And that's going to bring up Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 2 with a home run. And a run scored and 3 RBIs in this game. 17 on the strategy die. Gil can face 4 more batters. 6-1. Walk chance on a 20. No. Does not walk Miguel. 5-6. Ground ball to the third base. Takes it. Tosses over to Gillen for an E to end the inning there. No runs. 2 hits. No errors for the Tigers. It is after 4. It is Kansas City 0. Detroit 5. Mark, Ross, and John due up for the Royals. All right. Verlander can face 13 more batters. Here's the pitch. We go to the top of the 5th. 2-5. Walk plus, and they walk Mark. Mark Tenon gets a walk. 1 on the strategy die, so he is going to go for a steal attempt. And a 19, and he gets caught stealing. They got him out at second, so 1 away. All right. Ross Galad, 5-1. Possible error on a ground ball. 5-3. That's a double star 4. That goes to the third baseman, to Cabrera, whose error rating is a 1. That's a 7, and that is an error ground. And that is a 1 base error, so he gets on base due to an error there. $15 on the strategy die, so Ross is going to hold. No strategy there. That's going to bring up John Buck 0 for 1. 4-2. Strikeout result, the 16, too high. 1-5. And that is lined back out to the pitcher, so no double play there. On a 1, that's a 6. That's going to go to, so no double play. Lined out, double play, nope, does not happen. 14 on the strategy die, 2 away. We go to Tony Penna, 0 for 1. 2-5. Walk plus, the 15. Just missed it by 1. 5-3. And that is a fly out to center field. No runs, no hits, one error. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It is Carlos, Ivan, and Joaquin due up. All right, Miguel. Gil can face three more. They want to see if he can at least finish this inning. Yeah. 5-3, 16 for the strikeout. Too high for Carlos. 2-6. And that is a lined out to third base. One away. Ivan Rodriguez, 2 for 2. 3-6. Possible error. 4-5. That is David, whose error rating is a 1 to 2. That's an 8. And Rodriguez gets a double. Infield playing it, double play depth. Rodriguez on second. Here's the pitch to Jones. Jones 0 for 2. 4-1. Strikeout result, the 16. Too high. 3-6. And that is to the second baseman, to Mark. That is Gunnar Vans Ivan. And the out takes place at first. And they now have a runner in scoring position. Gil is now tired. They strategy rolls 11. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. 2 outs, I should say. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Strategy rolls an 11. That's going to bring up Brandon Inge. 0 for 2, struck out his last 2 times at bat. 4-1, and that's going to do it there. That's another strikeout, too. Struck him out, and they leave a man stranded in scoring position. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Detroit. We go to the top of the order for the Royals. That's going to be David, Mark, and Alex due up. Top of the 6th. Verlander can face 9 more batters. Here's the pitch to David. 0 for 2. Struck out his last 2 times with a strikeout. 1-2. Range play. 5-3. Question mark 9. That's a tag. And that is a double result. Well, we got to see if it holds. Jones's range rating is a 1 to 4. That's a 3. And that's a fly out to left field. 1 away. Mark now up 0 for 2. 3-2. And he gets hit by the pitch. And Verlander gets warned on that. So Mark is on base. Strategy rolls have been turned off. 5-3 on a 14. Too high. 1-2. And that is popped out. That is a pop fly out to the first baseman who gets that. 2 away. Next up, Jose Gillen. 1 for 2. Had a double. With a double the last time up at bat. 3-3. 3 for the strikeout. And he struck him out. And that retires the side. All right. That's going to do it for Gil. They're not going to let him pitch here. We have a right coming up. They're going to bring in They're going to bring in Robinson to Jed. Let's take a look at his stats. His 2 wins, 2 losses, no saves, 3.97 ERA, 45.1 thirds innings pitched, 27 hits, 45 strikeouts, and 24 hits in the actual season. Now, before we go on, let's take a look at the stats here. Gil leaves the game, pitched 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 home run. Leaves the game with an ERA rating of 9.0. All right, Robinson's done with his opening warm-up. Robinson also has a special K rating here, so if that comes up, that will be in play. 5-3. That's a possible error. 18 higher than the special K rating of a 1 to 10, so the reply here is good. 5-2, and that's going to go to the third baseman, Gordon, whose error rating is a 1 to 8. That's a 9, and that's 1 away for a ground out to the third baseman. Takes it and throws it across the horn. 1 away. Here's the pitch to Placidio. 1 for 2. 1-2. Strikeout result is a 17. That's way too high, but that's a special K result, and he does strike him out. Struck him out looking on that. 2 away. Here's the pitch to Gary Sheffield. 1 for 2, walked and a run scored. 6-1, range play at Comerica Park. 7, that's a strikeout there. So at the end of that half, no runs, no hits, no errors for the Tigers, nothing across the board. We go to the top of the 7th. It is Billy, Mark, and Ross due up. Detroit still leading 5-0. Billy Butler. Here's the pitch. 3-4, range play at the ballpark. 1-6. Ground ball to Cabrera. That's on a 1. That's a 6. That failed. And that is a double result. And Billy now in scoring position. All right, here's the pitch to Mark Tahan. 4-1. That's a strikeout result. That's a 16. No, does not. That's a blank, actually, I should say, on that one. 1-2. And that is grounded to the second baseman. That's going to advance Billy to third. And 1 away. Infield going to double play depth. Remember, strategy, there is no more strategy rolls. Strategy is turned off. 3-1. Wild pitch on a 2. And Kansas City scores on a wild pitch. Kansas City finally on the board. Ross, here's his response. 2-1. And that is a fly out to center field. 2 away. That's going to bring up John Buck. 0 for 2. 4-3. Walk result 15. Too high. 1-4. And that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman, and Singh, take me out to the ball game. All right. We're here at the bottom of the seventh inning. Let's take a look at the box score real quick and see how we are. Kansas City finally got a run on the board in the top half of the seventh inning. And that's how Detroit scored their runs. Yeah, so 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the seventh. It is Maglio, Miguel, and Carlos due up. Robinson, here's the pitch. To Maglio, 1 for 2. 5-2. And that is a strike plus on a 15. We add 9. We had 10 minus 1, so we're adding 9 to that. That's a 16, and he struck him out. Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 3. Homered. Has a home run in this game. 4-4. Strikeout plus. That's a 20. And that is right on the nose. 2 away. Robinson, here's the pitch to Carlos. 0 for 3. 4-4. Strikeout plus. And Robinson. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 8th. And that is going to do it for Verlander. That is going to do it for Verlander. He can face one more batter, but they're not going to chance it. They have a good lead. They're not going to chance a Verlander out there. We have a right-left coming up. We are in the 8th, so that is going to bring out they're going to bring in Todd Jones. Todd Jones comes in. Let's take a look at his stats here. 4 wins, 1 loss, 18 saves. 4.97 ERA, 41.2 innings pitched, allowed 50 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 15 walks. And let's take a look at Verlander's stats. He pitched 7 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 2 hit by the pitches, and 1 wild pitch. Has an ERA of 1.29. And we are going to make some other changes. They are going to make some lineup changes here. So Cabrera, that's going to be the third baseman. They're going to bring in Ruben. And they're going to leave the shortstop where he is. They're not going to do anything with Egger. And they are going to make a play out there into the right field. So, right fielder, that is, they're going to bring in Jones and shortstop. They are going to make a change there. And they're going to bring in Raymond Santiago. We're not going to do a double switch. Todd Jones done with his opening warm-ups. We do have a little bit of a strategy change here at the top of the 8th for Detroit. So let's take a look here. Ryan Rubin will be playing third. Raymond Santiago is playing shortstop. And Keelate Thomas is playing out there in right field. Todd Jones done with his opening warm-ups. Over to Tony Penna. Here's the pitch. 5-4. That's a blank. 1-3. And that's a fly out to left field. 1 away. Here's the pitch to David. 0 for 3. 5-2. Hit by the pitch. He takes first on a hit by the pitch. Mark now up 0 for 2. 1-5. Range play at Comerica Park. 2-3. And that is a fly out to left field. 2 away. Alex Gordon. Here's the pitch. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 2-3. That's an 8, and they struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And let us see. They are going to make a change here as well. For first base, they're going to rest Ross, and they're going to bring in Jason Smith and second baseman Mark. They're going to bring in Mike. No double switch. So they're going to make a little bit of a... And right field. Right field. They're going to make a change here as well. They're going to bring in Mitch. So Mitch is going to play there. All right. So we have a little bit of a change as well. They want to try to keep Detroit from making any more runs here. 2-1. That's a double star, and that's a fly out to left field. 1 away. Joaquin Jones, 0 for 3. 3-2. That's a blank. 4-4. And that is a fly out to center field, 2 away. Here's the pitch. 2-5. That's a walk. Walk plus, so we add 11 to that. And Brandon Ingage gets a walk on that. Back to the top of the order. Raymond Santiago. Here's his pitch. 4-5. We add 11, and they walk Raymond. And Robinson now tired, but 2 outs. They're going to let him finish this inning. 3-2. And he loads the bases. And and that's it. They're gonna pull him. We have right left coming up. He loads the bases. And they're gonna go with Raymond Ramirez. They're gonna bring out Raymond Ramirez. Raymond Ramirez's rating: 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 save, 2.64 ERA, 71.2 innings pitched, allowed 57 hits, 70 strikeouts, and 25 walks. Bases are loaded. Raymond is done with his opening warm-ups. 2-1. Possible error. 5-3. Ground ball to the second baseman. Error rating to Alvarez. Error rating is a 0. That's a 10. No error committed there. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the ninth. But will we have some ninth inning magic? At the end of 8, it's Kansas City 1, Detroit 5. Detroit leads by 4. That's going to do it for Todd Jones. They're going to bring in their closer. They're going to bring in Fernando Roddy to close this game out. Fernando's stats: 0 wins, 6 losses, 13 saves, 4.91 ERA, 40.13 innings pitched, 34 hits, 49 strikeouts, and 25 walks. Now, we did say I was going to take a look at the stats here. For Robinson, only pitched 2 2/3 innings, allowed 3 walks, but had 5 strikeouts. No ERA. Todd Jones, no ERA there as well. Had 1 strikeout and 1 hit by the pitch. They're looking to end this right now. Here's the pitch. It is Mitch, Billy, and Mark due up for Kansas City. 5-4. Strikeout result to 15 too high. 4-4. And that's a single. Infield, a double play depth. Mitch on first. 5-2. The 14, 7 too high. 3-2. And that is grounded to the first baseman. And that is a 5. That's going to force Mitch out at second, I should say. And Billy takes first. All right, on a fielder's choice on that one. Infield still at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 4-4. 16 too high. Remember, it's a -1 for strikeouts. 4-5. And that is an out there to right field. 2 away. Billy on first. Here's the pitch. Jason Smith. 6-3. Possible error on a throw. 5-4. No error there. Jones's error rating is a 1 to 5. That's a 17. Gets the double. Let's take a look now at runner advancement. From first to home, so Billy was on first. He advances to third. Jason is on second. That is a -1. We rolled a 1. We have a 3 for the second die. Lead runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR, the runner advances on the throw. Billy scores. Jason advances. Because it was less than or equal to. 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Wild pitch on a 16. Nope. Does not get by him. John Bucks responds 1-3. And that is a ground out to the shortstop. And that's the ball game, folks. The Detroit Tigers win at home against the Kansas City Royals 5-2. Final line score coming right up. All right, welcome. Now let's take a look at the final line score here. Kansas City 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Detroit, the Tigers, 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Your winning pitcher is Justin Verlander. The losing pitcher, Gil Mache. Miguel Cabrera hits the only home run in this game. So let's take a look at the stats here. Had a couple replacements later on in the game for both teams. They wanted to get some of their other players out there. But Verlander picks up the win, pitched 7 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, had 3 strikeouts, 2 hit by the pitches, and 1 wild pitch. Has an ERA of 1.29. Gil Mache, the losing pitcher, pitched 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 home run. ERA of 9. Well, that's going to do it for us here for today. We hope you enjoyed the game. If you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up as you leave through the turnstile. And don't forget, we have other videos also in this playlist of the 2008 replay. Until then, I'm Scooney007. I'll see you next time as we continue our journey on the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.